Try that again. What's up, Powder fam? How are you guys doing today? So guys, if you've been keeping up with my Instagram and Sam and Monica channel, and Monica's channel, and my Twitter and my Facebook, and yeah, if you've been keeping up, I've just arrived back in the UK, unfortunately. I was in Florida with Monica for 10 days, which wasn't long. But as you can guess right now, I'm pretty jet lagged. I get into time zones pretty quickly. So for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been living 5 hours behind. Yeah. So basically, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now, which feels like about 4 o'clock in the morning for me. I think I've got a pretty good strategy for getting out of jet lag, because I've done it so many times before. So, what I thought I'd do today is share with you guys 5 top tips of how I kind of get back into the British time zone once I've been over in America. And this works for anybody who wants to get back into a different time zone, or even if you're just sleeping in late, if you've got into a habit of sleeping in really late. You know, you're like Monica, you're getting up at 12 p.m, maybe even 2 p.m. sometimes. Her sister gets up at 4 or 5 p.m. sometimes. Like, how crazy is that? They're living in Australian time zone basically when they're in America. Like I said, here are 5 top tips on how to change your kind of sleeping schedule, how to get up earlier, how to get out of jet lag, how to be more productive in the mornings. So these tips aren't going to be easy, okay? I'm not going to say, oh, here's 5 secrets to getting up early and you're going to magically wake up and you're going to be so refreshed and you're going to be a pretty little daisy floating around all day and be so happy and awake. And no. It doesn't work like that. It takes suffering. No, I'm joking. It's, I'm gonna be honest, for the first 2 or 3 days it's gonna be tough. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have like a morning sneeze off every morning. It's like I'm allergic to mornings. It's really weird. So number 1 guys, first tip I have for you is you need to force yourself into your new sleeping schedule, your new time zone. So what I mean by forcing yourself into your new sleeping schedule is pick a desired time and do it over the course of 3 days. My desired time right now is 7 a.m, which feels like 2 a.m. for me right now because, like I said, I'm 5 hours behind in Florida. My body, my mind, my spirit, my soul. No. Yeah, so my kind of desired time is 7 a.m. So what you need to do is the first day, you need to wake up 2 hours later than your desired time. No doubt you'll probably have gone to bed pretty late the night before, so you'll probably only get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And that's fine, because that's how your body adjusts, that's how your body readjusts. The next day, you're gonna be slightly more tired, so you're naturally gonna wanna go to bed slightly earlier, and you need to wake up then at 8 a.m, so 1 hour earlier. So day 1, 9 a.m. or 2 hours ahead. Day 2, 8 a.m. or 1 hour. Day 2, 8 a.m. or 1 hour ahead. Day 3, what you wanna do in day 3 is wake up at your desired time. Whether you, like I said, whether you went to bed at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. You can't go to bed at 8 a.m. because you're waking up at 7. I mean, if you do manage to do that, that'd be really cool, as you're kind of bending space and time. But anyway, yeah, no matter what time you go to bed, you have to force yourself up at your desired time on day 3. And so that's tip 1, basically force yourself awake. And how that works is your body will naturally start to readjust, because it's kind of weird to say this, but you've probably noticed by now, your body has kind of like a natural clock. It's really weird, like if you get used to waking up at a certain time, you don't need an alarm anymore. Your body just naturally wakes up at that time, regardless of when you went to sleep. So all you need to do is persevere, keep waking up at that time, and your body will naturally readjust. Tip number 2. Tip number 2, guys. As soon as your alarm goes off in the morning, what you need to do is, instead of sitting there hitting the snooze button, instead of sitting there and lying there and just trying to ignore it like Monica does every single morning. So what you need to do, guys, is as soon as you hear that alarm, count down from 5 and force yourself up. Get out of bed and do not get back into bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tip number 3. That was 6. 3. Guys, tip number 3. Talking about your alarm. You can't put your alarm next to your bed. You can't put your phone next to your bed if your phone is your alarm. Or actually, no, scratch that. Keep your phone away from your bed, guys, because it's going to distract you. You're going to go on Snapchat, you're going to go on Instagram, Twitter, maybe look at the news, read a book, whatever you do. Watch my YouTube videos. Whatever you naturally do to delay falling asleep, even without realizing, you need to put that distraction away. So your phone, your alarm clock, put it on the other side of the room. What this does is, firstly, if your phone's not next to your bed, then you're not looking at it. You're forced into kind of actually trying to fall asleep rather than trying to fall asleep for 5 minutes and then going on your phone and giving up. Put it on the other side of the room. Your alarm clock, that needs to go on the other side of the room too. Do you know why? Once you count down from 5, you get down to 0, leap out of bed, turn off your alarm clock, and then you don't get back into bed. It's kind of this way to force yourself up and out of the bed. Tip number 4, guys, is once you get up, so count down from 5, get up out of bed, turn off your alarm. As soon as you've turned off your alarm, drink a cold glass of water. Basically, what happens when you wake up, especially if you wake up kind of during the middle of a sleep cycle, if you're in a deep sleep, if you're, if you didn't get much sleep, stuff like that, it's been proven that actually your body somewhat kind of half stays awake for like 3 or 4 hours after waking up. That's why you feel groggy in the mornings, because part of your body is still, well, part of your brain's actually kind of still asleep, which is kind of weird. Basically, by drinking a cold glass of water, just keep a full cold glass of water next to your alarm clock every morning. Drinking that kind of pushes your body, it forces your body into waking up, because your body's like, whoa, okay, what's this? I'm gonna get going for the day. And it sounds weird, but by drinking a cold glass of water every morning, as soon as you hit your alarm clock, it not only hydrates you, water's good for you guys, drink as much of it as you can. It not only hydrates you, but it actually kind of gets you up and going for the day, it wakes you up, and you can be more productive. Tip number 5, guys, is once you've woken up, once you've turned off your alarm, once you've drunk a glass of water, you need to get out of the bedroom. This is my bedroom right here. It's actually proven, it's psychological. Once you kind of wake up, if you stay in your bed, you don't associate your bed with sleeping. So, for example, I've got into the bad habit recently of working in bed, watching movies in bed and stuff like that, so that when I actually go to sleep, my body doesn't realize I'm trying to sleep. So if you have a dedicated space for sleep, a bedroom, for example, just a hint, if you have a dedicated place for sleep, whenever you enter that space, whenever you get into your bed, if you purely use it just for sleeping, your brain thinks, oh, I'm in this location. Time for me to sleep. And it'll help you get to sleep quicker, which will then help you get up earlier or help you get into this new time zone. 3, 2, 1. So, to recap, number 1 is you've got to force yourself into a new time zone. Pick a time, and over the course of 3 days, work your way into it. Number 2, count down from 5 when you wake up in the morning and jump out of bed. Number 3, you got to have your phone and your alarm clock on the other side of the room, so that when you do number 2, not poop, when you do step number 2, you have somewhere to jump to. So, jump out of bed, hit your alarm clock on the other side of the room. Once you've hit your alarm clock, step number 4 is you drink a cold glass of water that kind of shocks your body into being awake. And number 5, get out of the bedroom. As a quick bonus, these are more steps than tips, aren't they? As kind of a bonus step, if you guys are very daring, if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, as well as have a cold glass of water, have a cold shower as well. Did you know cold showers aren't actually that cold? I think they're about 16 degrees Celsius. Whereas obviously because your body temperature is 37.5 degrees Celsius, over twice as high, that's why it feels super, super cold, when actually realistically it's not super, super cold. So, if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, do that as a bonus kind of step. Number 6, once you get out of your bedroom, head straight to the bathroom and have a freezing cold shower, because it will shock your body into being awake. And there's actually so many health benefits to having cold showers over warm showers. Oh, and I'm not going to demonstrate the cold shower. Sorry, I've already had my shower this morning. I'm done. I'm good. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was somewhat educational for you. And I really hope it helps you kind of get out of the time zone kind of jet lag whole scenario thing. Or alternatively, if you've just got a bad sleeping schedule, I hope this helps you kind of get out of that bad sleeping schedule. And I want you guys to know how I'm standing right now, because this is crazy. Like I said, it's not tall enough. It's on my thermostat. I'm using my thermostat as a stand because my tripod's not tall enough. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep love alive, like it, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do any more of these kind of videos. And peace and I love you, goodbye.